everybody, and welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. I am absolutely beside myself to introduce you to my big sister.
Big, although you're
big.
Yeah, I'm the big
sister.
sister. Yeah, I'm big sis.
Yeah. So I'm Diane, and this is Jane.
Hello.
And who'd have thought it?
I know. Mum would be
Mum would
absolutely beside herself.
She would. So I hope you're going to carry on giving Jane the very warm welcome you have done on the few shows that she's done with us before. She is absolutely loving her resin art. What she's got to show you today is incredible. We're so excited. So let's tell you how to shop. Let's get that bit out of the way quickly, and then we'll get into the show. So as we go through the show, we will give you codes and we will show them on the screen. So for example, we've got shop film on the screen at the moment, and that is £24.99. That is our Resin Magic film. Now that is a fabulous product, isn't it?
Yes.
So what we do is, if you want that product, so Shop Drills is on there now, pop Shop Drills into the comment section on Facebook, Instagram, or the website, and it will pop that into your basket for you. Carry on watching the show, add everything you want into your basket, and then once you've added everything in and the show's finished, then go to your messages, we will send you a message, click on go to cart, and you check out your basket. Simple as that. Now, if anything does look like it's going to sell out, we will give you a warning during the show so that you can grab it, because it is available on the website as well. But usually we're okay to watch the whole show and then check it out at the end. If you're watching on the website, as you're adding products to your basket, you'll see a little red basket appear at the top of the product section. That's with the button that you click to actually check out. If you are watching us on YouTube, welcome. There are so many crafters watching on YouTube today.
Yeah,
it has been incredible.
Exploded.
Yeah, we've had so many people watch us on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you want to get involved in the conversation and you want to ask questions, you need to be watching on another device. So maybe just your phone or your tablet, and then you can join in the conversation on the website or on social media, and you can shop on there as well. All the products are available on the Highlight Crafts website, but that's that bit done. So let's get through the products. I'm thinking we do half the Emily. So Emily's producing, so Emily's in charge. Do we think we do half the products demo and then the other half the products, or do you want to do all the products? How do you want to do it?
I think demo in the middle.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
works.
lovely.
Yep.
Right, okay, so we are going to start here with our resin curing mat.
Yes. Now, I hadn't used one of these. I took one home with me last night because I was making samples for today, and game changer.
Okay.
Absolute game changer. What you get, so the piece underneath, this one is what warms up. You plug that into there. There are 3 settings on it, so you've got 3 lights, green, blue and red, I think, and they're the different temperatures, which then that controls how much time it takes off of your resin curing process.
Okay.
So what this does, it literally speeds up the curing process for you, because obviously it's all done. When you mix the A and the B, it's an exothermic reaction. It's the heat that makes it cure, but it just speeds it up for you, so it can take anything from 2 to 4 hours off of that process.
Okay.
And if you're an impatient person like me when you're making things,
That does not run in the family.
not at all, no. I get very impatient when I just want to demold them, and I want to see what they've come out like, and I want to go on to the next part of whatever it is I'm doing. This is going to be what will help me do that, because I'm going to get one of these.
Okay, and
So
what's this
these-
for? So do you get both of these?
You do get both of these. Everything that's on here you get. This is a protective cover, and it's also heat lined. So when you've got your product on here and you've got the mat switched on, you put that over the product, and it then keeps the heat in there, so it's not escaping into the room.
Yep.
So that again, that will then emphasize the heat onto the product so that it is curing in that faster time for you.
Lovely. Okay, so we've also got some resin on the show for you.
We
so
have.
this is shop. Where are we? This is Shop Kit. Now this is quite a big one.
This is
quite a
a
chunky one,
kit.
isn't it?
This is a very chunky kit. This, you get 2.25 litres of your part A and part B. When you mix it together, it's equal measures. So if you're mixing 100 ml of part A, you mix 100 ml of part B into that, and it is a 50-50 mix. So in this kit, you also get some mixing cups and some protective gloves, because it can get a bit sticky, and that you do need your gloves. They are recommended. Pipettes for your fine work, to get into the little nooks and crannies of your intricate moulds. Mixing sticks, a silicone stirrer, and a scraper for levelling off depending on what it is that you're making.
Okay, so shop kit, and that is 20. Is that no 99.99?
99.99.
I'm doing it, Stephanie.
You are.
I'm
Yeah,
doing exactly what she did earlier.
Yeah, that's 99.99.
I feel like I need some new glasses.
That one, but that is when you consider that, say that bowl, you use maybe 240 ml to create the bowl, so that's 120 of each.
Okay.
You're going to make a huge amount of projects.
That's a lot of projects. So
this quantity.
That could be all of your Christmas presents and extras for yourself.
Absolutely.
To make.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
I
Fabulous.
hope you know that you're getting something resin for Christmas.
Oh, better.
Okay. No pressure there.
Davina, yes, there was a battle between me and Stephanie as to who was presenting the show, but then Stephanie got a phone call, so then I won by default. So
exactly. Yeah, that's it.
We were actually going to split the show between us. So next is our Cadence resin. So this is different to this resin, isn't it?
It is. This is it's again. It is a part A and a part B. So it's an equal mix again. So you mix equal measures of it. But this can be used over pouring onto, I think you can pour it onto acrylic work. You can use this on other artworks if you're wanting to put an extra coating on them to protect them and keep them that little bit safer. It is non-toxic. It says it's the first line in here on the little box in the back. It says non-toxic, non-flammable, thick resin, glossy top coat designed for any creative project like artwork, photos, wood, canvas, marble, tiles. The list goes on and on and on and on. But it is crystal clear.
Okay.
I mean, this one is as well.
Yep.
But this is crystal clear. This is probably one of the better ones I've worked with.
Right. Okay.
And I've tried
You've
a few.
tried
a few. I've tried a few, but that is definitely one of the better ones.
So shop medium will pop that one in your basket, and that one is the one that's $29.99.
That's $29.99.
Okay.
Yes.
So next, I believe we've got shop film.
Yes, this is cool. I haven't used it enough yet.
This is the one that David was scrunching up and popping into the resin, isn't it?
So you get a huge roll. I think it's 15 metres long of, I think, is it Angelina fibres or something?
If you're a seasoned crafter, you may remember the Angelina fibres and the film that was available a long time ago. It possibly still is. I've just not looked for it for a while. This is that product. So, but we basically, because we're going to use so much of it with your resin, once you start using it, we've got it in bulk for you.
Yeah.
So shop film, and that is £24.99 for 15 metres.
15 metres.
When it used to be available in the fibres, the packs were literally like this big and this thick.
Yeah.
And it was the stuff shredded. And you can do all of those techniques with it as well. So you can do your heat it up and stamp into it and alcohol ink onto it and all that kind of stuff. So you can still do all of that with it, but now you can also use it into your resin as well.
You can. Yes.
Just a quick one to let you know that shop matte, the curing matte, 15% of that is allocated. So yes, we are busy already. So okay. So next is the drills. Now this is interesting. We were talking about this just before we came on, wasn't it? So these are the drills for your diamond painting. However, they are little chips of beautifully coloured plastic, and you can see you are getting
a lot,
thousands and thousands of these. I can't remember how many you're getting, but it is tens of thousands.
Yeah.
So you can see we've got all of these, and if I just hold up one of these strips, so you can see you've got a whole rainbow of colours, and that is how long each one of those strips is.
And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strips. 10.
Yeah, and you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I'm going to go with 20 different colours on each particular strip as well. So you've got colours, you've got tones. So sprinkling those into your crystal clear resin would give you a beautiful textured effect, but also you've got the diamond art technique with them as well. So shop drills is £19.99. Yeah. So let's have a quick look at the resin cast, and then we'll get to a demo, and then we'll come back and we'll show you the mould. And as Jane's doing the demonstrations, we'll give you the codes for the moulds while we're talking. Yeah. In fact, we need to show the bits as well before we do the demo. So
shall we show the wave?
Let's do the resin cast in case people want to try that type of resin first.
Yes, so this resin, you mix it, it's a powder that you mix with water. The white, you mix 100 grams with 35 grams of water, so you mix it by weight, not by volume, which you can use on your epoxy resin.
Okay.
The black you mix with less water, so it's 100 grams to 25 grams of water.
Oh, right, okay.
So the black comes out really quite stunning. I mean, I made these last night with one of the moulds. And
it's really
just,
it's kind of got a really lovely sheen.
It dries like ceramic.
Yeah.
It just dries absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And any mould that you have got that you use your epoxy resin on, you would more than likely be able to use your resin cast with it as well.
Okay, so Shop Black is the black resin cast, so that is £29.99. And Shop White, funnily enough, is the white resin cast at £29.99. Now remember, if you are a member of Club Highlight, the prices we're giving you are the prices before your club discount. If you've never shopped with us before, we have had a lot of new people joining us today. If you haven't shopped with us before, please sign up on the Club Highlight page on the Highlight Crafts website. It is free to do. All you need to do is pop your email address in there. That's all you do. You don't have to subscribe to get loads of emails. If you don't want to get our marketing emails, that's absolutely fine. But it automatically gives you 5% discount on all of your orders. And then once you get to the next tier, then you actually get a bit more discount. And then I've got a bit more discount. So we've got 3 levels of the club, each with different benefits. But you get free tickets to crafting live shows, discount on the shows for creative shows like the Farnborough one. So please make sure that you're signed into your account before you check out your basket, because you will get discount off the prices you're seeing on your screen. Now we do have a couple of questions, so let's show the samples and we'll do the questions while you get ready for a demo.
Yeah,
yes?
absolutely. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So the creative bowl mould, I made this last night. So this was made obviously with a clear epoxy resin, and what I did, obviously when you make it, the mould is upside down. What I did, I put drops of alcohol ink down into the base of it around here. So I scattered the colours around, tried to make it into like a rainbow effect. So as you can see, you've got your red.
So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move these so that you can pop
green.
it over the top of the white on the counter, because then we'll see the colours through it. There you can see.
So as you can see, gorgeous. It's got red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. But because of how alcohol ink works in the resin, you can't always control where it goes. You put it where you want it to go, but at the minute you put the epoxy into it, it disperses it throughout and it blends it in some magnificent ways.
I guess it's a bit like when Stephanie and Carl are trying to work with us a lot. They can guide us, but they can't control us.
That as well. Yeah, that would be it. Yeah.
So it's,
but again, I mean, that is one. This is one that David made.
And it looks like glass, doesn't it?
It does look like glass. Yeah. It's absolutely, it's crystal clear, and you can use chrome markers, you can use acrylic paint to colour when it's cured. So yeah, the effects are absolutely stunning. Yeah. This one, and I'm then a little bit happy about.
Okay, so this is the one that Stephanie has given a bit of a sneak peek at.
Okay.
And this is just incredible. Now I'm picturing this. Stephanie talked about using it as a tray for little snacks and things.
Yes.
But I actually thought about if you could put it in a bathroom with soaps and things on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because this it's got a top coat of epoxy resin on it, so it is sealed and it's not going to your soaps and bottles and things like that would be absolutely safe on here. So yeah, this one is.
And then the wave is made out of resin as well.
The wave is made out of resin. I'd seen a few people doing it and I was like, that's really cool, I want to try that. And this is the first one I've ever done. Never tried it before. I tried it the other night and I just think.
So is this a mould or is this you shaping the resin?
Okay, so this is a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
Where you shrivel up the base of the Ziploc bag with a heat gun to make the crinkled effect for the top of the wave.
Okay.
What you then do, you pour your resin into that bag, make sure it's going into all the little creases and all the little crooks, and then you fasten it up and you leave it to cure till it's for about 5 hours, when it's to the point where it's soft cured, and then you mould it around a bottle or something cylindrical, and you then leave it to cure.
Wow, okay. There you go. That's how we do the wave. But that is just incredible, and the detail in there is phenomenal. And was that with which resin was that you used?
That was with the big kit.
The big kit, okay. So that was with the one
Yeah.
that's going to make you lots and lots. So that's with shop kit, which is $99.99, and you're going to make a lot of waves out of that.
You are going to make a heck of a lot
Yeah.
of waves because you only need maybe 60 ml of each colour.
Right,
So obviously
okay.
the sea is not one colour. It's blues
Yeah,
and it's greens.
yeah.
So you mix it and you blend it all in. The tray.
So you've got 2 colours of resin combined in your bag?
3 colours in
Okay.
the bag, yeah, and
Yeah.
it just all blends and it all mixes in together. But as you can see, on the end, where the wave is going to crash over, that's your clear foam, and then your colour just spreads throughout.
Okay.
And then in here, it is alcohol inks with mica powders. Again, the blues and the greens. The white for the foam was epoxy resin with white acrylic paint in to make a pigment paste.
Okay.
And then you just use a heat gun to spread it out and create that effect.
Beautiful.
And the sand was from Cornwall.
Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, the sand was from Jane's recent trip to Cornwall.
My little trip to Cornwall.
Right, okay, so we've got some questions. So shall we get ready for a demo and we'll talk about the moulds and everything as we're doing it?
Okay.
Okay, so let me find the questions. So, can you make resin cast coasters and fill them with Cadence resin with rice papers in them? I'm not sure.
The resin cast, you can put the rice paper on top of the resin cast. It wouldn't. I don't think it would go into it because it isn't, because it's a solid colour.
Right. Okay.
So, but you can put it on top and then you can seal it with aquastone or the decoupage glue or something like that. So it would work in that way.
Okay. And then we've got Davina asking, can I ask what the holes are for in the couple of coasters with the tray as I've just grabbed it? So that's those ones. I think they're just decorative,
I think
aren't
it is decorative. I think David said it's to kind of give it the agate effect when you...
Right, so like a slice of amethyst kind of thing.
Yeah, so depending on what colour you put in there, it's going to look like you've cut through an absolute chunk of rock, but it's giving you the edge with the bit in the middle that... But then, I mean, if you wanted to, you could... I don't know, you could maybe slide them onto a cake stand, use it that way.
Okay, so this one is shop tray. So this is actually the mould that you use to make the tray that's got the wave on it, isn't it?
It is, yes.
So you've got 2 of the solid coasters in there. So you can see you've got those there. So you've got 2 of the solids and then 2 of the ones with the hole in the centre, so the agate ones. And then you've got the tray, which is this one which Jane used for the back of the tray that she did with the wave. And then what's this for, Jane?
That is handles.
Oh, okay.
To turn it into a... So you can
I see. So you fill it
handles,
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
make
it's
the handles and then that
tray.
attaches and then you can carry it around with light food things on there. Little snacks and things.
Lovely. Okay. Right. Over to you because you're pouring resin.
I am pouring resin.
Okay. So what are we doing now then?
What I'm doing, I am pouring equal measure of part A and part B into the cup. You will get... I always get micro bubbles in there. It is just, I don't know if it's how I pour it, I don't know, but it works. They do degas on their own, to be honest, a lot of the resins. Some of them claim to be bubble free and some of them are less likely to create the bubbles, but so then when you're mixing it, don't stir it like it's a cup of tea because it will encourage a mass amount of micro bubbles.
Okay.
So you want to mix it as though you're folding a meringue. Fold it slowly and gently, scraping around the edges of the cup to make sure you get all of it in there. As you can see, it then goes cloudy and as though there are strands in that mix. So you just mix it for 3 to 5 minutes depending on how much you've poured into your cup.
Okay, so you said about the micro bubbles. Would there ever be an occasion where you would leave the micro bubbles in it if you wanted bubbles, or would
absolutely.
that mean it's not mixed?
I mean, if you want to make, I don't know if you can remember the old style paperweights, glass paperweights.
Yes,
they had what looked like bubbles in them. So that effect, if you wanted to make something like that, that wouldn't be a problem. Okay. Again, with the sea, if you wanted to make the sea, then there's water bubbles in the sea. So if you want to keep, I mean, it can give a very good effect because if you've got something that's got bubbles in and you put it in front of light, the light's going to disperse through those bubbles and it's just going to refract everywhere. It's going to look really, really, really stunning.
Okay, so it doesn't mean that it's not mixed properly.
No, it doesn't mean
it's not going to
it doesn't mean it's not mixed properly at all. Far from it. What it means is that the combination of stirring it and the two chemicals, because it is a chemical, the two chemicals mixed together and you stirring it means that you've agitated it and it's created that effect of just the bubbles in it. So they will go. A lot of them just go on their own if you leave it for a few minutes. You can leave it for 5 minutes and a lot of them will disperse. You can use a heat gun on it and a lot of them will pop. Some people spray isopropyl alcohol on it and that can pop them. If you've done your pour and you then find that you have got bubbles in that your project, just grab, if you've got them, grab a cocktail stick.
Right, okay.
And that will pop them as well for you.
We have a question from Barbara.
Yeah.
So Barbara says she poured some resin on Monday, and on Thursday when she came to demould it, it poured all over her hand, so it wasn't set. So was that an incorrect mix, possibly?
It could have been an incorrect mix. It could be that the temperature in the room where you were curing it wasn't. If it's a cold temperature, it will take a lot longer to cure. It's ideal if you can do it at room temperature. That's better than anything. If you're mixing, say some people work in a garage or a workshop, and if they do that, then obviously it's cooler. So you do need some kind of heat in there so that it doesn't get too cold. Otherwise, it just can take too long. Okay.
Davina's asked if we can do a video demo of how we created the wave.
I can show you right now if you want me to.
Okay. Is that what you're planning to do with this resin? Okay, there you go. So Davina, what we'll do is once we've done this demo, we will try and get Hannah to clip it, and then we can pop it onto YouTube as a short as well. But this video will be on YouTube forever, so you can always save it to your favourites.
So I'm going to put that to one side.
I do need to let you know that we haven't really even talked about it yet, but 40% of Shop Bowl, which is this stunning mould to create these kind of projects, you can see that there, that is 40% allocated. So that is £29.99, and you're going to use it forever to create as many of these as you like.
Yeah.
And you could use that with resin cast as well as with this?
Yeah, you can use it, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely, you can marble it with resin cast, which would look absolutely stunning.
Yep.
A white resin cast with the black swirled through it to create the marble effect would just look absolutely amazing.
Okay, so 40% is allocated on that one. That's Shop Bowl, guys. Okay, right, so let's have a look at this.
This is a food bag. Obviously, it's got writing on it, but don't worry because once it's cured, you peel it out, you take it out of the bag. Okay. So, all you do, this is going to come round for me.
Okay, so we're seeing it start to crinkle now.
Yeah, so that's it crinkling up.
And I guess the more it crinkles, the deeper the effect would be?
Yeah, the more it crinkles, the narrower the tip of the wave would be. Okay. But then you can create more crinkles throughout if you want.
So is that how you created the pattern on the wave?
Yes.
Right, okay.
The pattern on the wave was actually created just by, after I'd filled it, I just literally squished it around.
Smushed it.
And yeah, smushed it. That's the technical term.
Yeah, technical term.
Technical term. So you smush it around. So there, as you can see, that's given that edge at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, so they've now fused together kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of fused together, but you can get your resin into those little spaces around there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Marina's asking, does the working surface have to be spirit level straight? I'm guessing the curing surface does.
The curing surface, absolutely, yes. The working surface, not so much, because if you're not pouring it out on and it's not going to be something that you're going to cure on there, then no, that's not horrendously important. It's not the most important. You can buy levelling tables if you wanted to get absolutely accurate, but for mixing purposes, it doesn't need to be.
Okay. So that is the alcohol
These
inks,
are the alcohol inks.
Okay, so which colour have you got?
That's ultramarine.
Ultramarine. I will tell you which one that is from. That is from Refresh. So Shop Refresh is going to get you 24 pieces of alcohol ink for $27.99. You know, I don't know if I should be telling you this because you might tell hubby.
I'll not tell him.
In the past, I have paid £5 for one bottle of alcohol ink when they first came to the market. That is a crazy price, guys. 24 colours. Shop Refresh is going to get you all of those beautiful shades. And you saw there, so you're getting, how much are you getting? We're getting 10 ml in a bottle, and Janie's literally using 2 or 3 drops out of that 10 ml. So that is going to last you an incredibly long time. And this is the alcohol ink that we can pop onto the film as well. So that's the one that David used on the film.
David and Mel had a whale of a time with
yeah,
that when
exactly.
we
So you can pop it on there and then pop the film into your resin, or you can pop it on there and heat the film and do all your other techniques with that.
Yeah. What you also can do, you can mix alcohol inks and mica powders in the same.
In the same one, okay.
Yeah, because the mica powders will give you that shimmery sheen. That is just...
Okay, so Linda has just said, oh dear, I feel a new craft to add to my list. Welcome to the world of live shopping with Highlight Crafts. Sorry, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but just a quick one. The bowl is fully allocated, guys. So this is
well
that
done,
point
everybody.
where if you are new to us, where I need to tell you to check out your basket, because it is fully allocated. The stock is available on the website and it isn't yours till you've checked out your basket. So just, if you've shopped on socials, just pop to that message, check out your basket, and if you're on the website, click that red button at the top and check out your basket and then come back to the show.
Okay, a little bit in that one. Well, as you can see, it changes the blue. It just creates that.
Okay, so you are using the mica powders that have got the white in them. So that is, where are we? That is Shop Royal. So we have 25 sachets of 5 grams each of mica powders, and these will mix into so many things. You can mix them with your Cadence paints, you can mix them with your Cadence mediums, you can mix them with your candles, you can mix them into so many things. $24.99. We do have Shop Royal, which is the one you're seeing now, and then we also have Shop Noble, which I will put on the table in front of Ethan. Oh, there we go. So Shop Noble is the more kind of candy tones, I would say. You've got a lot more greens and teals in there. So you've got 2 different options there. Shop Royal, Shop Noble, $24.99 each for 25 packets of mica powder. And again, you're using a tiny, tiny amount out of those sachets. Yes, Davina, we're all glad that you got the bowl while you were watching earlier, because it was that was a super fast one, wasn't it? I can't believe that. It's gone.
Okay, so now this is where we start the fun part. So you literally just pour it into the bag.
Okay. So Lorraine says she got her alcohol inks the other day, and the price is amazing for how many she got. And that's the thing, I think, you know, you can order the alcohol inks, and then when it arrives and you're taking them out of the box, you see how many you're actually getting. We will show you those in just a minute once we've finished this demonstration and when we do the rest of the counter.
Okay. So now you push your ink down and into all this area down here, so that it goes into all those little areas where you want it to go. And then as that dries, that will then pull it up. I'm going to put a bit of clear in to spread it out a little bit more. I think I made quite enough of the colour.
Okay, so, and you can see the shimmer there of the mica powder, so you can already see the shimmer through the bag. Really, really lovely.
Again, don't think I made enough, unfortunately. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
But this is...
It's a technique demo rather than a finished item demo.
Yeah, this is, because I'm not going to be able to cure it around.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically what you do, you push this down, and then as it's going to dry, and then you can scrunch the bag further down to create your crinkled effect, so that you get the effect you want. You can make it however crinkled you want it to go. So obviously at home I had a lot more time to
Yes,
to
no,
make
that's
this.
fine. This is a
But yeah,
this is an on the hoof demo.
yeah. So
Okay.
it goes, like I say, it goes into those spaces, and then you just seal your bag, obviously, otherwise it'll all come leaking out.
Okay.
And then roll it down if you need to, and then crinkle the bag. And
Right, so
that is when you leave it to cure.
Right, okay, and that's where you're going to get this crinkle effect from where you crinkle the bag.
When you crinkle the bag, that's
gonna-
because obviously then the resin is sat in amongst all those folds.
Yep.
It gives you that effect in the wave.
And then there's the effect of the bit where the bag's actually been. That is just incredible. That's a great shot, Ethan.
That is an amazing shot. Fabulous. Well done, Ethan. Thank you. That makes it look really good.
It is really good.
It is really good.
It is really good. So, yeah, so that's that one. Right, okay, amazing.
I have
Right.
got something else I want to show you guys in a little while, because I know a few of you in the past when I've been here have asked, can you use resin cast with epoxy resin? And you can.
Okay.
So what I've done that in advance.
Okay. All right, okay. Oh, so you've intentionally done that?
I've intentionally done that.
Okay.
Yeah, that is an intended break.
Right, okay. Shall we show everybody the alcohol links and everything, Emily, and then we'll do the next demo? Well, so I'll let you get cleared down and everything. Okay. So, okay, so I'm going to move a couple of bits here, Ethan, so we can get the camera in. Because we've got 2 sets of alcohol links. I'll move my coffee as well. Oh, he's coming round the counter, guys. There we go. Okay, so we've got Shop Refresh, which is this set with all the blues in it. So you can see there just how many you're getting. You're getting 24 little bottles of alcohol ink. And when we say little bottles, they're 10 ml. And Jane just used 3 drops to colour that, that resin that she just created. So you can see there you've got pinks, you've got oranges, purples, yellows, fabulous colours. So I would say this is your cooler selection. So that's Shop Refresh. And then the next one is Shop Blush. So this is a bit more, so you've got your warmer tones in here. So you've got your pinks, your purples, your oranges. So you're going to get all your beautiful autumnal tones with this particular one. Absolutely stunning. Again, $27.99 for 24 bottles of alcohol ink. And I'm not kidding, guys. When I first bought alcohol inks, when they first came out, they were at least $4.99 a bottle. So that is incredible value for money. It makes them £1.15 each. Oh, that's painful. That is painful to hear.
Yeah,
however, do you know what? I might need some more.
Well, there you go.
Right, okay, so we've got
too
some
many.
more moulds on the show. So this one here is your shop desks. This is your silicone desk tidy mould, and it's £24.99. So you can see you're actually going to create these little wells, which are going to be your desk tidy area. You've got the, I kind of thought it was a plug
that David made.
Okay, I kind of thought it was a plug, but it's got 4 pins, so it's not a plug. Bear with while I get the one that David made. There we go. There we go. So it's going to be a pen stand, it's going to be makeup brushes, it's going to be craft brushes, it's going to be possibly toothbrushes if you've got a lot of people in your family. But you can see there we can get really creative with this, so it's really, really fabulous, and it's great for gifts. So if you're wanting to make something for somebody's desk in the office at work, so maybe you want the kids to decorate something for Dad for Christmas, and you want him to have something personalised, then you could make that, and the kids can help you decorate it. So that's the shop desk, and then what have we got next? So we've got our coasters.
Yep.
So these are, so you actually get the mould to make the holder and the coasters. And what I love is that you get the moulds for all of the coasters, so you don't have to make one and wait for it to set, make another one, wait for it to set. So we've got Shop Round, which is your silicone mould for your round coaster and holder. So this is the holder that you're actually going to make. This one's been made out of resin cast. And again, you can actually make them out of your epoxy resin or your UV resin.
No, not the UV resin. It's too big of a project for UV resin, unfortunately.
Okay.
What I like about these sets, though, is that you get 5 coasters.
Yes, exactly.
Normally, you buy a set of these and you maybe get 2 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 5 coasters, which is it's great because if you're a big family or you've got lots of guests or at a party or something, you need a decent amount of.
Definitely,
coasters.
but also if you're making to sell as well, so you can make sets and sell them.
It's a unique idea that you've got that extra amount.
Exactly, and I'm guessing the code for the next one will be Shop Square, because you're getting 5 square coasters on this one. So we've done shop round, and then this is shop square, and then you're also getting the stand for these ones. So you can see this here, so that's that one as well. So you're getting the holder for those coasters as well. So that is this one that it's going to make for you. So you can see that there. So then those ones are going to sit vertically in that one for you. So you can see that there. So shop square, $19.99. Let's have a look. What else have we got, Emily?
Mixing cups.
Mixing cups, very important.
Oh, the absolute staple.
Very important. Okay, so I'm going to
item.
pop the iPad over there. I've got all fingers and thumbs today, so I'm going to take one of these out so that you can see what it actually says on it. If I pop it over the white there, you've actually got, so they're not just mixing cups, they're measuring cups as well.
Yeah.
So they've got cups, ounces, and they've got mil on them. So you can make sure that your mix is absolutely perfect proportions, and you're getting the sticks there as well. So you're getting 50 cups and 50 sticks, so you don't need to worry about, contaminating your mix. You've got a stick for every mix that you're going to make within these cups. So you can see here, so Shop Royal, which is this powder here, so the mica powder is 25%. What did I just say? Yeah, 25%. Yeah, sorry, I turned away, so my brain forgot it straight away. So that is 25%, and then Shop Blush, which is the inks, is 10%. I was just thinking, we did put the download on this show. So no. These inks here is 10% allocated, and we've just given you a quick glimpse of those, so they are really popular already. Right, okay, are we ready for the next one?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So, like I said, on previous shows I've been asked about if you can use resin cast and epoxy resin in the same project. You can. The best way to do it is to do the resin cast part first, because that cures and dries quicker than your epoxy set. Okay. So these were made last night, and I have intentionally broken these because I'm going to give you a very, very...
I'm pleased you intentionally broke them, because when we came over here for the demo, I kind of looked at them and thought, oh no,
what's happened there? Have you dropped them? No, these are I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the easiest thing to break them. Some of them were a little bit tougher than others, but then what you do, you put the half that you have, basically put one in each coaster like that. I'll tap out any crumbs, and then I've mixed ink in there. I'm now going to put some glitters in because I want to make them absolutely.
And this is from the glitters on the show? This is from
the glitters on the show. I think this is the Southern. I think there's only one set of glitter on the show, actually, to be fair.
Shop South.
Shop South, the Southern Skies one.
So that's these ones that are behind you, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So you get 16 colours. I think it's a 5-gram pot. Is it 5 or 10-gram pot?
Is that what this one is?
That's probably the glitter that David used in the set of coasters. Okay.
But you can see there, so that is Shop Blush. You're getting 16 little pots. But absolutely beautiful colours.
Very, very beautiful colours. They're quite. Some of them are quite chunky. They are holographic. You've got a mix of sizes in there. You've got the fine glitter, but you've got the bigger chunks as well. So that's going to flow throughout your project. Really, really, really lovely. It's going to give you the most stunning effects. Okay. I actually like to mix glitters. I don't tend to just use one colour. I'll put a whole host of glitter.
Never have too much glitter.
Never have too much glitter. I never thought I'd say that, but you actually cannot have too much glitter. So as you can see, that's all mixed in there like that. So then what you then do, you then just pour it into the mould. And on Monday, what I will do, I will demold these and show you what they actually look like.
Okay, so and they will fuse together to make a complete item.
It will absolutely fuse together. Yeah, it will fuse together to make a complete coaster.
I love the idea of that. Very striking.
So you can, I mean, you could put metal leaf in there. You can put all kinds of things in there. You can use. I think somebody asked earlier if you could use the transfer stickers that we've got.
Yes, we've had lots of questions about using the transfers in the resin.
You can use them. You can use them in resin. Obviously, resin cast, it would be an easier method to use them on there, because you would just stick them on and then coat the resin cast with aquastone again, or some kind of that kind of protection. If you're using it in epoxy resin, what you need to do, you need to make a small amount first and make a small layer. So if you're making a coaster, you'd pour maybe half of your coaster of resin in there. So you only make the half depth, let that cure. You then put your sticker or your transfer onto that resin, and then you would put your top coat on
Right,
it.
okay.
So it has to be sandwiched in between.
Okay.
That would be the best way.
So if you wanted to have, so if you wanted a red one, for example, a red coaster with the bake-off on it,
Yes.
you would put the clear in first because that's going to be the top,
Yes.
and then the sticker face down,
Yeah.
and then the red over the top.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry, you know, mate, I have to
No,
talk it through.
No, that is what you would do. You would layer it.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. So Davina, I know you've got lots of questions about the wave. What we'll do, we'll try and answer them if we get time later on. If not, I'll do a quick Q&A with Jane on Facebook at some point next week, and we'll go through that one in a bit more detail. Okay. And then Lorraine Bradbury is loving the idea of using 2 different resins. So she can't. I'm guessing that there's a few of us that can't wait to see these demolded on Monday. I'm guessing. Davina's loving the demos. Ria, hi Ria, welcome along. We've got lots of people here. If you are new to watching us, please say hello. Please let us know how you found us. We love to have your company. We've got lots of people joining us today, and we're really busy. We've had lots of new people joining us on YouTube today as well, which is fabulous. There's lots of crafting going on. We've had a couple of shows on the new Hobbycraft channel as well. So yes, Mel's been on there and Sarah's been on. I think Mel's on twice tomorrow as well.
Wow.
So there's lots and lots of crafting going on, and it's very exciting.
It is very exciting. So yeah, that is how you would do that. So
They look beautiful.
If you wanted to make a tray and have the different, again, you'd just use the same thing. You could create a dam and pour the first part of your resin cast in there, let that cure, let that dry, remove the dam, and then pour the other part of your epoxy resin, however you want to do that.
Okay.
It is, I mean, you can play around with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as your first part has cured, your second part will then work with it.
Fabulous. I love it. That's brilliant.
Okay.
Charlene says, great demo, so helpful. Can't wait to try them out.
I want to see what people make.
Right, so shop round, which is this set for the coasters, 20% of that is allocated. So that is your mould for the holder for the coasters, and then you get 5 coaster moulds in there as well, so you can make a complete set at one go. £19.99, that's fantastic value for money.
Also the bowl, there is more allocated than we have, so you need to check out your
Right, okay, so please check out your baskets on the bowl, because there is now more allocated than we have, because that means people have been jumping onto the website. So if you do have that in the basket, I urge you to go and check out your basket. We'll talk about the mat again for a couple of minutes while you go and check out your basket on that one.
Fastest fingers first, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So right, let's go and talk about the mould.
Yep.
No, sorry, the mould, the mat, not the mould.
Nope.
Stop talking about the mould. Okay, so this mat. So how long ordinarily would it take those coasters to cure?
To be able to demold them, you're looking at, with epoxy resin, 12 hours. 8 to 12 hours for you to be able to demold them. Then you need to leave them another 12 hours for them to become harder. Okay. Epoxy resin does actually take 30 days for it to then be fully cured, and it's just how it works.
It's just the chemical reaction.
It's just the chemical reaction. It's still working inside. It does take 30 days for it to be fully cured. Okay,
so what difference does this mat make? And this is shop mat, and it's $59.99, but this is going to make so much difference to your resin art.
Huge difference. I am determined that I am going to have one of these.
Okay.
I am absolutely, Okay. Unless you guys buy them all, and then if you buy them all, I'll have to wait for the next batch.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But yeah, this...
Fastest fingers first.
Well, unfortunately, I'm in here, so I can't get it yet.
I'll teach you to tease them, won't it?
It will, won't it?
15% of this is now allocated.
This, like I said, I used it last night for the first time ever, and this is what I used with this. So this would have taken... I think I made it about 9 o'clock last night, half 9 last night, and by the time I went to bed at about 11 o'clock, it was, I'd say it was well on its way to being nearly ready for demolding.
Wow, okay.
So it was very, very fast. Very, very fast.
That is a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, huge difference.
Okay.
And so then I did actually, by the time I went to bed, I did switch this off, because I know this had been on the mat for a good two hours at least. And
So did you switch it off but leave it on it?
I switched it off but left it on it because obviously the heat doesn't go away straight away, so it gradually cooled down. But then by the time I got up this morning at silly o'clock, it was demoldable.
Okay, brilliant.
Whereas before, normally it would still be soft. So when you're taking it out of the mould, it's still soft and flexible, so you then have to kind of reshape it, which is where my lack of patience comes in.
So with this one, you do get the mat. So this is the bit that you actually plug in. This is your silicone protector.
And it does get quite hot as well. It does get really when you put things on it.
If you're going to pop it on your table, make sure you pop a heat protector underneath it.
Yeah.
And then you get two of these hoods as well.
Yes. And they keep dust off of your projects.
A bit like those things that keep flies off your cakes, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I've got cats that like to go in my bedroom window, and because I craft in my bedroom, my desk is in front of the bedroom window, so my cats like to go around it, so I have to keep something over my projects at all times. And I do have one of those cake covers, but it's quite.
Yeah. Okay, right, so shop tray, which is the tray with the coasters, which is it's a tray because it's got my coffee on it. Keep moving it.
That's this one.
Is this one. This is limited stock. There are only 3 of these left. So this is shop tray, £34.99. This is your silicone mould for your tray and coasters. So this one is for the handles.
This is for the handles, which you would then, you can create holes in your resin and screw through into these if you wanted to, or you could fasten them on using UV resin or epoxy resin mixed together, and they would then fasten on each end, and you'd be able to carry it around with little bits on it. Okay. But and
then you also get your coasters, so you get your 2 solid ones.
Yep, and two.
I mean, I would probably play about with these with the white resin cast. Colour it brown, use a couple of different ones, marble it to try and get like a slice of wood effect on there.
Absolutely, that would look amazing.
Again, if you use it with your clear resin and some colours, you can make it look like a slice of a gemstone, so like amethyst and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can put crystal, you can put little gemstones in them if you've got like things like rose quartz or amethyst stones or any kind. You can put anything in them. Yeah. You can put so many things in them. It's quite. I've seen people make them with like bottle tops. And things like that, trays and...
Right, we do have a question. So this is from Bridget, and she says, on the coasters that you've just done, is there going to be a weak point where the different resins meet? I guess we'll find that out on Monday.
Well, not that I'm aware of, because I have made things at home with trays where I've used both, and it's, as far as I can tell, it is absolutely solid. It's not, there's no weakness there at all.
Right, okay.
I think it just bonds together.
Okay.
It just works really, really well.
Well, when we demold on Monday, we'll do some tests and we'll let you know. Okay. And Davina was going to ask the same question, but she's already asked a lot. Bridget, Davina is absolutely fine. That's why we're here, and that's why we love doing the shows the way we do them, because it means you can ask your questions before you buy the product, so you know if it's going to be the right one for you. Yeah. That's the whole point of us doing what we do. We love that you guys get involved. We love that you ask your questions, so don't ever think you can't. And then Davina has also said, don't put a glass mat under the curing mat unless it's a tempered one. She said, ask me how I know. I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to ask you that.
I think we can guess that one.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, you're probably better with a silicone.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes left. Wow. So is there anything else you wanted to show us?
I see. If I'd got enough time, I would mix this.
Well, we can't because it's gone anyway. So
well, that's true. Yeah. That is true. So I was going to show them.
We can recap the film. We can recap the film. Yep. So this is shop film.
Shall we undo it?
I don't know if we're allowed to open it. Just bear with 1 second. I'm just going to have a look. Okay, let's open it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is your film. So if you remember in the past, if you're new to crafting, you may not know the name, but the name of Angelina Fibers was synonymous with quality product and kind of shredded fibers. You know, like the shiny plastic shredded packaging that you get to pop in your gift bags, which is absolutely beautiful. It's holographic. This is sheets of that. It used to be sold in little packets that were shredded, or little sheets, little strips as well. But we've got an actual 15-metre roll for you. So we've got a 15 metre roll for you. I think it goes the other. No, I can see. I think it goes the other way.
Okay.
There we go.
Got it.
There we go. So you can see it is clear, but it's also holographic. So it's very, very shimmery.
It's just iridescent, isn't
So
it?
you can scrunch it. Hello. You can scrunch it, you can pop multiple layers together, and then you can actually fuse it together. So with a heat gun, with an iron, obviously you would need to put something between the iron and the plastic. But then once you fuse it together, you can actually stamp into it as well. So while it's still warm, there's so many techniques out there with this as well. But what David was doing as well is he was scrunching this up and then popping it into the resin.
Yes.
So it gives it a dimensional holographic effect as well. So that is a stunning project.
And something that I will try, and I will show you the results eventually when I do it, is I want to scrunch it up and then I want to put it into resin, dust the back of it with mica powder once that's cured, and then put a dark background into that, and it should hopefully make it look like velvet or satin.
Oh, okay. We will wait to see that one then. And then with this one, David also has used alcohol inks with it. Sorry, that's the sticky tape on there. David has also used the alcohol inks on it. So just little drops of the alcohol inks, which we've got a couple of different options for you on the show. And it gives it kind of you can end up with a tarnished metal effect. So especially with the shop blush one, because those colours are going to work to give you like the copper, the coppers and the, because this is so shimmery and so iridescent, the alcohol inks, whichever colour you're using, will actually, it will kind of give them a metallic shimmer. So it's absolutely stunning when you use it with those techniques.
There's so many different things you can use it with.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you can use it in fabric and in just
it is just such a versatile product. And also, you know what? It's so shop film is, just remind me how much it is, Emily, sorry?
24.
Is $24.99 for 15 metres. You could even use it in your gift wrapping for special presents.
Oh, definitely.
That's what it was initially designed for, and crafters got hold of it. And as crafters do, as we always do with everything, like the stickers, the transfers that we're now creating, they weren't designed for craft. This wasn't designed for craft, but crafters got hold of it and thought, you know what, I'm going to make something with it, because that's what we do. We get creative.
There's nothing you can't use.
No, absolutely
everything
not.
Everything has a
No,
purpose.
exactly. So, right, we have got 1 minute left. So, yes, I hope you've enjoyed the show.
If they've got the bowl in the basket, they need to check it out.
Okay, Emily is telling you, if you have your bowl in the basket, you need to check it out, because there are people shopping on the website and it is allocated. Yeah. So if you have it in your basket, please check it out as soon as possible after the show. Go shopping on the website. We've got so much more on there. There's a whole website full of stuff. You don't just have to check out your basket. For this show, you can add anything that's on there into your basket after. Pop some of the other bits that we've got on the website, some of the cadence, some of the transfers, any of that, pop it in your basket. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you at 8 o'clock on Monday.
Yep, but also, guys, don't forget we have repeats all through this afternoon and all day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's Jane's day job.
That's my day job.
Well done, sis.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good job.